Well, so that kind of started with our owner, Toby. He kind of saw how things were happening within the company, could tell that it wasn't going the direction that he wanted to, and was strong enough to say, hey, I need a little help. And so what we did was he reached out to Mike and Dave, and they came in and kind of interviewed us and tried to see where we were at as a company, if it was something they could help with. And luckily, it was a fit. So the first instance working with Dave and Mike, it's actually kind of funny, right? So you hear about a company like this coming in, and for people that enjoy movies, the first thing you think of is office space, right? So, you know, I had to ask them, are you guys Bob's? Like, do I need to be worried? And of course, their direct answer is no, you know, we're not Bob's, but thanks for the reference. And so at first it's a little bit of being uncomfortable, because you have to really ask yourself these tough questions like, are we doing the right things? Do we even know the right questions to ask? And they kind of got us on that path and showed us, you know, what should be driving us as a company and how to ask those questions and build a team and lead. And that's kind of where it started, was, do we see ourselves as a culture, or are we just a business trying to survive? And what do we want our culture to be? And then how do we use those techniques to look at our metrics? So, and that was a lot of the first meeting was, hey, this is what we can offer and this is how we're going to look at it. But you guys need to ask yourself these questions to determine how you want to move forward. So we've gone through a lot of information and statistics. One thing that we were already asking but didn't know how to find out was, and it's probably, I would think, the cornerstone of this whole process, is know your cost. And it sounds easy, right? Like, you have your COGS, you have all these formulas and metrics that you go by, Google's great. But really understanding what that true cost is, and then what you can move to help you with current customers and finding new clients was really kind of the first thing that clicked. And I thought, man, this is really going to help us, because we've had these questions and we've gotten different answers from everybody, and not all of them made sense, but the way that Mike and Dave broke it out really kind of got us there quicker than not. And so that was kind of the start of the model, and we were able to take that and run with the rest of their courses. So how we took that was, you know, a lot of people you hear, we've joked about it today in the planning class, right? So everybody always talks about sell price, and you automatically think I need to go up on price because I'm not making the margin, different things. Very quickly we were able to add some engineering help within our department, and some of the first projects that Lance was able to help us with was we doubled our gross margin with what we currently had on the books. So, and that was process improvement, or that was, you know, realigning the resources that go into that. So it's not necessarily that you have to go out and find, you know, all these new markets, and you have to go out and you have to beat up your customer. You know, you already have opportunity in-house. You have to make time to go about increasing that. I think to know to make the jump to do something like this, you have to. There's probably courage involved, right? Like, if you're asking yourself these questions, whether you have answers or not, at that point, you know that you need help. So why not go to an industry resource, you know, top of the industry, who has these experiences and this team put together for this specific need? I mean, to have a company out there that specializes in precision manufacturing, it's exactly what we're in the market to do. And so why not utilize that resource? And not go through all the trial and error that takes to come by that experience.